Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season... Is this 4 or 5? This is the season 4 finale of Loco Royale. I was about to say, it's not season 5. Season 5 is a special season. We'll get to that at the end of the show. We will prepare everybody. But everybody that is here is bringing along a locomotive that won its respective Royale in the previous season. Now, everyone, I know a couple of you don't have the locomotives that you started with, or rather, you have locomotives that you did not win with. But everyone can go ahead and introduce their engine, of course on my cue, and of course the Royale that it won to get here. Let me real quick open the appropriate document, but I am your host Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me I have my junior technical advisor, Tyler.
I am here, yes.
As always. Wasn't sure if you were going to make it. And I have 5 wonderful contestants who are all going to try their hand at taking home the gold on this 4th season. Starting with Horizon.
Hello, I have brought, or really I was allocated, Sierra Railroad 18, the winner of the Logging Royale.
Yes. This is a not so large engine, but as far as the Logging Royale went, it's respectable. Definitely not the smallest engine here, though. That award goes to Bender.
Hi there, I got shafted because I didn't look into anything, and now, I'm doomed with the smallest, cutest thing here.
It is
that
cute.
won the Baldwin Royale.
It is very cute.
Small.
Anyway,
Anime noises.
now starting off
I love that.
the series of participants who have engines that they brought, Fort.
Hi, yes, I am Fortmaster, and I won the Commuter Tank Royale with the, the Boston and Albany, that's what it was, 466 tank engine, the D1A, otherwise known as the Pocket Hudson.
Or the double ender, yes, that's correct, the Pocket Hudson. East is dead.
Again. No!
The East is dead.
He brought
Finally.
he brought the Nazi thing again. I'll just
Reichsmobile.
yeah.
I'm sorry, my mom
He
called
brought the
me.
rights movie.
My mom, literally, as you were about to introduce me, and my mom calls me, and I'm like, oh no. Okay, I'm going to
That's
DRB 52, aka the Reichsmobile, and I have no idea which Royale this one, and I am so lagging behind it. I haven't even opened the Royale doc yet.
Oh my god.
I just opened the Royal Duck.
Basically, what he just said was glory to the 4th rail.
Anyway, Tyler, do you remember which Royale this thing won?
That one, the...
Under Wires Royale.
The Steam Under Wires
Yeah.
Royale, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
wired.
And finally, Matt.
I'm here with the Lehigh Valley K6, with K6B Pacific, that won the Streamliner Royale last week.
Beautiful. And that is our assemblage
Cold
of
Peter.
contestants tonight. We will start the stats with Horizon.
Oh my god, Tyler, yes. I'm second
Oh
to Dean.
boy, here we go.
Let's see what we got.
Copyright theme intensive.
Here's an easy 5 points. Builder.
Builder! That's an interesting thing to start with. Remember, everybody has one veto. We all know how this game works. But going once, going twice. Alright, let's hear your builder, starting with Horizon.
Burnham Williams and Co.
That's a
Which is
Baldwin.
predecessor to
Bender.
Baldwin.
This too is a Baldwin. Fort.
Alco.
Alco. Not bad. East.
I really should have looked at the competition, but Henschel.
Yeah. And finally,
Hensch.
Matt.
Several, but Baldwin was one of them.
Several Baldwin was one of them. That works for me. So,
Well, I mean, several also for me, but we don't count the others.
Yeah, because the others were Nazis.
I mean, it's not to say that Henschel... Well, never mind. At least nobody poured concrete in this Heinschel.
You don't know that. The Allies probably did some testing. You don't know.
This
Anyway,
too is a concrete mold.
this too is a bunker.
This too is a brick.
Actually, no. I found a
The
picture
ultimate
of this
armored
thing
train.
with concrete on the outside as like armor plating. Because I remember the Germans were doing experimenting with that, like concrete bunkers for trains, and then the Russians did it for tanks. It's a whole story.
Well, there's your problem. Anyway,
One's a brick house.
of course, the Baldwin boys get 5 points. That's Sierra Railroad 18, the Kiso Forest 11, and the K6B. The Alco gets 2 points, and the Hengel gets 1 point.
Easiest 5 points of my life.
Yeah, well, let's hope you can keep it up. That's it would be very interesting to see Sierra 18 come out of this the victor, but maybe you can just stay on top for a round or two.
Yes, it would.
Let's not have Morky win another one.
Kiso.
Well, East is rooting for you, Bender, so it's time to pick a stat.
Yeah, I'll try. So let's start strong with weight on drivers.
That's a good stat. Going once,
There we go.
going twice. All right, glad to see everyone here knows how to play this game. Weight on drivers, Horizon.
104,000.
104,000. That is a relatively light little locomotive, but not as light as this guy. Bender,
16,800.
16,800. The likes of which we don't typically see unless we're picking engines from before 1850. Fort?
Or 2 foot.
Or that are, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 30 inch technically, isn't it? Or,
It is.
so,
2'6".
correct.
Anyway, Fort. Weight on drivers.
180,000.
We'll see how chonk you are compared to your competition. East, what's yours? He's laughing.
I love this thing. 166,890.
Yeah, this is going to be a dangerous locomotive. Matt?
Fort.
I-
Why? Fort. Why? That's 181.
Oh, that sucks.
Hey, Fort's not taking home a 1 here, but we know who's taking home a 5. Bender, almost 100,000 lower than the competition. Bender gets 5 points with the lightest engine here. Horizon gets 4 points with the second lightest. East gets 3 for being somehow middle of the road. Fort with 2, and Matt with 1. That
And
wraps
it begins.
that up. But we'll see where Fort can go from here.
My armada
I would
of
quickly like
future
to butt
ones
in.
is beginning to build itself.
Ham, when you eventually watch this and I get the DM, I hate you for having the smuggest grin here. Just know, yes. You can also hate Matt because he's pretty smug, I think. Also, wow, my monitor is very hot.
Matt-
Okay.
I'm very smug because this is the first Royale I ever won.
Yeah.
So
Matt is smug, but Matt's okay because Matt's just a rebel without a cause. But, Fort, what are you bringing to the
having a
stat
cause
table
is
today?
overrated.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with combined heating surface.
That is
That's
an
a-
interesting choice
Interesting.
for you, and it might pay off. Your Pocket Hudson might have some good heating service going once, going twice. All right, Horizon, start us off. Combined heating surface.
Is 1374.
1374. Okay. Not bad
Small.
for a little engine. Talk about little engines.
That good?
Bender?
You could fit a T1. Well, you could fit this inside a T1 firebox.
You could fit this thing in and all in the center.
And you can fit 3 Alma centers inside of an A20.
Yeah. It's almost all the way
How do you know
down.
this off the top of your head?
Yeah.
All right, Ford, give us that big number.
3,549.
That's some pretty good. That's some
That's
pretty good
pretty
heating
chonky.
surface.
You fool.
East, your response.
2598.
2598.
You fool.
You found a way to beat him out, Matt.
Here we go.
4230.
Yeah, Matt.
Damn it!
Matt is a pretty good sized locomotive. He might be the person to beat in a good number of these stats, but
I agree.
that includes this one. I should say. I should have said and, not but. There is no contradiction there. Matt with the most evaporating service gets 5 points. Fort gets 4 points on his own stat, which is not bad. East gets 3 again. Horizon gets 2. Bender gets 1.
Excellent.
I expect we'll see a lot of 5s and 1s out of Bender, depending on what gets called.
Just gonna butt in real quick. On the dock itself, the stats they aren't being said they're called.
Oh, Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, you're failing your job too. It's not just me today. It's everyone in Fourth Always.
All right, on it.
He's too busy looking at horrible models.
It's okay. We didn't get too far down the rabbit hole. East, what's your first stat?
I don't know how well this is going to work against Sierra Nevada 18.
Well,
What you got there, Deutsche boy?
you got to figure out who's the person to beat, which I feel like will be established at least a little bit in a couple of stats.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to call to try and screw over Matt. Ratio of driver wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
That's a good
Right.
call. Going once. Going twice.
Okay, V8. Ugh.
No vetoes off the board. He's not the V8. Horizon, what's yours?
0.62.
0.62 is a pretty good number. It's a consolidations number.
He is not the V8. I
Bender?
don't care. I'm calling you V8 now.
Not good.
Which is weird considering, but hey. Fort,
Yeah, well, mine's worse.
Nah.
that's about to be expected. East?
0.72.
Yeah, I should be reading these out loud. 0.39 was Bender, 0.35 was Fort. East is 0.72, which is a really good number here. And finally, Matt.
There it is. 0.37.
0.37. You come in
This
above.
worked out beautifully.
You come in above the double ender,
No kidding.
but
Em,
below.
are you proud of me? I did a good.
But below the Kiso Forest class. So
Give it time, East. Give it time.
East
I'm
got
not sure
the
if this is a grade or not.
He's got the best distribution here, being that most of his engine is centered over his drivers. That's 5 points for East, 4 points for Horizon, 3 points for Bender, 2 points for Matt, and 1 point for Fort.
I am very sad right now.
You guys did manage to find the one stat that gave Bender a 3, so this is an interesting opening. Once again, I love it when people know how to play the game. Matt,
I do love it when a plan comes
you
together.
know how to break the game, so
Yeah, but I can play it sometimes.
You should totally call Alice Miller's weight computation.
yeah, I'm sure that won't
I'm
benefit
saying-
East at all.
I'm saving the recorder for later.
Oh god.
Loco base ID.
Oh my god.
Veto.
Veto instantly.
Alright, who said veto first there? I think that was...
Bender.
Me.
Why? Why would you? No!
Because mine's in the high tens of thousands.
Me with
Well,
147.
Yeah,
I-
no one was gonna be Matt here, I
Well-
think, so that was a really good
No!
video.
No one would have beaten me! I'm 42!
Ooh.
Well,
Well then.
I wouldn't say too much out loud, because...
Well, I don't think
I
you
mean,
get
it's been,
Okay,
it's been
okay,
vetoed.
okay.
I can't use it now.
No, they can technically use it for host choice, but I don't think Tyler would do that because he's.
I mean,
I don't think either. Well, okay, now the fact that 3 people said what the stat is.
well, I
Oh, you think I'm alive?
only was paying
I
attention
got
to one
out
of
the
them.
AP lane exam.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
I did my AP lane exam this morning.
Oh, well, that
Okay.
explains why you're not quite alive. My sympathies. Alright, Matt,
Don't worry, Tyler. I'll spam your DMs with
I
good
have
news.
What's
to
your
do
backup
another
stat?
Valve gear.
valve gear. Okay.
Well, here.
Going once. Going twice.
Veto.
Bruh.
What was that? Was that Fort?
I was.
No, that was not
Oh,
me.
that was Bender. Okay.
Wait, didn't
Alright, that was the
Bender
second
beat-
veto. We have
Wait,
Horizon,
have we really-
Horizon's veto
have we
and Bender's
really used
veto off the board. It looks like we'll be playing Raw Loco Royale in no time at all. Matt, third time's a charm?
Y'all are freaking killing me here. That's not a good factor with using.
As host, I feel like you guys are are trying to kill the wrong person. That's gonna have to think about this.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one that won't just automatically kill me.
I mean, I can think of one off the top of my head, just at a glance, but
I think I can too, but I'm still not
I
positive.
have to scroll through some other things. I could think of something else that might do you pretty well as well. There are at least two things that
Yeah, I can think of one thing that.
Yeah, how about...
Alice.
Yes.
Okay, so I was scrolling. Scroll all the way down to section Z on the form.
Oh no.
I just found something that I don't think is meant to be there.
I remember putting that there. Oh, why'd you remove it?
Because it's not supposed to be there. Anyway,
I put that there and I put a bunch of other stuff.
I get back
What
to
was
that.
that?
I found some of the other stuff. Here, let
I'm
me
glad
just...
the very bottom still stands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
find all of
these
it.
guys are...
You should
Not
leave
Pog.
No.
it.
Alright, how about firebox area?
Firebox area is a good call. Going once. Going twice. Guess no one's going to veto that. Horizon.
Hope not.
Firebox area. Where is it? 126.
126 for Bender. Or for Horizon,
Yeah.
sorry. Bender, what is yours?
Granting it the
1.26?
pizza guy?
I think that's being too
It's very
generous.
small.
23.
Small.
for
Teeny
Bender.
weeny weeny.
Fort, what about
I'm
you?
big engine who knows everything. 213.
113. East?
171.15.
Respectable.
Matt, you deleted all your score.
And Matt?
This pays off very well. Well, I deleted all my... Dang it. 328.
328.
It was 5.5.
5.
Yeah.
It was 11111.
No, that's other times. That's other
Yeah, that
times.
sounds accurate.
Alright, yeah. Matt with the largest
Totally accurate,
firebox
but that's other times.
takes the 5 here. Good call on Matt's part after 3 tries. Fort takes a 4.
Calendar call.
East takes a 3. Horizon gets a 2. And Bender gets a 1. So tally up your points for the end of round 1 and we'll see where we stand.
Every time you say Ford, I think you mean to say fruit, and I'm like, fruit? But fruit's not in this royale. But then I remember Ford's an actual person in this royale.
Well, I'm not a person to you.
Ford is not an actual person. He is a fake person.
I'm a figment of all your imaginations.
He is.
Well,
Ooh,
I wish all
Yeah,
my
he's doing a
figments
good
were as
job
well
for
behaved as you
Figment,
are.
then.
Oh, I mean, you say that. We'll see how long that
God.
stands.
Well,
I mean, you say you say that, and I'm in last.
I mean, that's, sometimes how it
He
be.
collects people's hair in his basement.
Meanwhile, I suppose the vetoing, while it may not have paid off, it may have been warranted. Matt is in first place with 18 points in the Lehigh Valley Colpedo. Horizon is sitting pretty in second place, right behind him, with 17 points in Sierra Railroad 18. There's a tie
Yeah,
for
they
third
vetoed-
Having flashback.
between the Reichsmobile and the Kiso Forest Class 11 for 15 points. And in last is the B&A 466, which personally holds a special place in my heart, but unfortunately is not hanging on to the lead at any point right now. Now, Horizon, now's your chance to see if you can get a layup over Matt and take the lead again. Or and take the lead in round 2.
Yep.
What is your second stat, my friend?
Let's go with lower tender loaded weight is good. Yes,
That is correct.
Then tender loaded weight.
I was about to say you're giving the tank engine a 5.
Well,
Why didn't you tell him?
Going
Yeah, let's
once,
throw him a bone.
going twice. Okay, no recalls, no vetoes. Horizon, what's your tender loaded weight?
I should have vetoed that.
60K.
60K. Bender, you can go ahead and put a 0.
Wait, were we doing total tender loaded weight, right?
Tender loaded weight.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I had the right number.
Alright, Fort also has a 0.
0.
East,
128.970. I probably should have vetoed this.
yeah, loaded down with Nazi gold, huh? Matt,
You're okay. East, you're fine. East, you're fine. Tender loaded weight 197,500.
That's a lot of tender.
I would have figured you would have been heavier, but I really didn't want to risk
That's
it.
too many zeros.
Matt.
I have 1 million.
1 million pounds.
Black hole
1 million
tender.
pound tender.
We've had that before. Well, the
Oh,
Kiso and the BNA thing, you guys both get 5 points, of course. Horizon gets 3 points. East gets 2 points. And Matt gets 1 point.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So Horizon threw a bone
gotta
to both
wanna
of the tank engines, netted himself a 3, but is still now 1 point up over the K6B. So, possibly still a win. Bender, what's your second stat?
Engine weight.
Engine weight is a great call. Going once.
How about we veto that?
Alright, Matt's going to get that one off the board.
I don't want to deal with that.
Okay. Bender?
For obvious reasons.
Okay. Well,
Well,
hmm.
there are other weight stats to choose from, but there are some other things that you might do well in.
Mm-hmm. Figured I might as well get one of the weight stats out of the way, just so there's one less thing they can win at.
True. Alright. This might suck. Tender engine. Total engine and tender weight.
Total engine and tender weight. I mean, it's not going to suck for you unless someone vetoes it going once, going twice. I think the only person that had a reason to veto that was East. Alright, go ahead, Horizon.
175,000.
175,000. Bender?
26,000.
26,000.
Rookie
We've
numbers.
seen that number before. Fort?
352,000.
Hmm.
Who called this? Bender,
Heavy.
right?
Bender called it.
Thank you, Bender.
East?
Rookie numbers.
314, 158. Let's go.
Yeah. A very lightly built engine, if we're all being honest here. And Matt?
I mean, it's a smaller loading gauge, so.
Yeah.
Rookie numbers. 488,005.
I was gonna
Jesus.
bet it was over 500k. Yeah, Matt does not win that
It's
one.
getting there.
The Kiso Forestry engine, the smallest engine here, the lightest engine, gets 5 points on the weight stat. Horizon gets
Surprise,
4 points.
buddy.
East gets 3 points. Fort gets 2 points. And Matt gets 1 point.
Yep. We're falling into the routine again. There we go. It feels like old days.
Feels like old days. Well, you know how to play valiantly. But, Fort, what have you got for us?
Trying to think of something that I can at least try to get a 4 in here. You know what? I think... Wait, have we done tractive effort?
We have not done tractive effort.
I would like to do tractive effort.
Okay. Going once.
That's a choice.
Going twice. Let's see tractive effort, Horizon.
That is a choice.
Well, there's only one person I'd be worrying about, and it's not you, Matt.
Yeah.
Tractive effort is 25,966.
Nice. Bender?
I mean, okay, I would worry about
I
man.
think if you divide that number by something, you might get this number.
I mean, you're not wrong.
4,
4,277 off the Kiso Forest class. Fort?
41,651.
Yeah, those little drivers do you well.
You
East.
He's terrible, isn't he? Oh, he's actually
51,
decent.
897.
That's not a
I said
surprise.
4. I hope to at least get a 4.
And Matt.
Fort, you bugger. 41,530.
Oh my lord!
Oh!
This is a
boy.
close call. It would be fun. It might be interesting to see a versus between the two of these engines.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that
Tug of
means
war,
that
maybe.
East, being the strongest engine here, takes the cake
Strong.
with 5 points. Fort gets 4 points, Matt gets 3 points, Horizon gets 2 points, and Bender gets 1 point.
Guys, look at my score. My score is 113.
No, stop.
I am so tired of that.
Okay, can we just give a 1 to him right now
No,
for that?
he's already had a couple this round. I mean, you can try to give him a 1. It's your call.
To the east.
Okay, now that Fort's the only one left, and I know he's definitely going to benefit from this stat.
Oh boy.
Number built.
Number
Number
built.
Oh, that's a choice.
Oh,
It's a good choice for East. Going once, going
That's a
twice. All right. Yeah, the only reason Ford would call that is to stop you. Horizon, how many Sierra 18s are there?
there he is.
I
Well,
wonder.
I mean, if you only get there's only one Sierra 18.
Yeah. Bender,
Jokes on us. There's 3.
Apparently 2.
there are 2.
Sounds about right.
Fort,
There were 5.
5 double enders running in and out of Boston. East,
You know, actually, this is not a bad choice. Thank you, East. Yep.
61, 51.
yeah, over 6,000 of these things. You gotta wonder. I wonder what
Where'd they all go?
into a million
Dead.
pieces thanks to P-47 Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And Matt.
You know, actually, thank you, East. I'm good with the 4. I got 12.
Okay, I thought you had only 4.
12 of these things.
Yeah.
East, of
Only
course,
like
is
2 of
the
them are
most
smart.
numerous by a factor
Many.
of about 100.
Planet.
A factor of about.
Plus 50
Yeah.
war crimes.
Yeah.
Only 50? I think there's a lot
Give or
more than
take.
The
50.
war crimes
Tyler.
are numerous too, but anyway, East takes 5 points here. Matt takes 4 points. Fort takes 3 points. Bender gets 2 for his engines, and Horizon gets 1 for his engine.
Locomotive Royale between East and all of the war crimes East has committed.
That's what he
Find a
sees
way to
after
make
he
that into-
dies.
Find a way to make that into locomotive stats, and we'll
Yeah,
have a good
guys,
time.
what's your Volkswagen to war crime speed?
Yeah.
Now, what's the ratio?
Yeah,
Ratio of
what's the
driving
ratio between
wheelbase to
tires built
overall-
and war crimes committed?
What's the ratio
Ratio-
between willing and unwilling passengers?
Oh.
Ratio of
Oh,
overall
God.
wheelbase to death.
Anyway,
Wait, did oh
Moving
wait.
on.
These are fun to make Nazi jokes. I should not say that again.
anyway, Matt,
I did not see that coming.
boo.
God.
All right, Matt, pick a stat that won't get vetoed 3 times.
2, thank you very much, but
Well,
we'll see. Well, not that one, probably.
Yes, that one.
there are
No.
definitely a few you have the
Hey,
upper
Matt.
hand in.
What's
You
up,
could get
East?
another 4. You know.
I think you could pretty easily get a 5 unless somebody vetoes him.
I need to pull up the pictures of my competitors real quick, just because I forget.
Always
what they
got to
are.
think about this. I'm just looking at these engines, their
Open
types,
lane.
their usages. There are a couple things that jump out at me about these different engines.
Open lane.
Honestly, when I am competing in a Locomotive Versus, because I don't get to do Royales that often, there are a few things that I look at on my competitors right away. Obviously, I can't look at stats, but I can look at the engines, and there are certainly things that always seem obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Ellis.
Normally there are for me too, but right now I'm just kind of a little bit out of it, I guess.
East, get your divisions
All right.
more supply.
You know what? I
Okay,
think I
you know
can-
what?
I might
That's
be
the
able to make
Russians'
this work.
fault.
Might be able to make this work, just maybe.
Alright?
Let's take the engine wheelbase. No, driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. Okay.
Ooh.
That might do well for you. Going once. Going twice.
I'm gonna lose to at least one person, I know, but
Well, sometimes you
I
get
think
it.
you're gonna lose to a bit more than one person.
maybe I will. We'll see.
What gauge is Sierra Nevada? Sierra 18.
Standard.
Sierra 18 is
Oh,
standard.
I thought it was 3 foot.
It is
I
not.
do too, but it's very little. Alright. Horizon. See if
Driver
Matt's
wheelbase is 12.17.
12.17. Okay.
Well, okay, I've lost the road.
Yeah. I had a
Yeah,
feeling that would
well,
be the sort of warning sign for Matt. Bender, what about yours?
Yeah.
3.75.
3.75.
Yep.
We are the
Ford?
tiny.
That's the one I was most worried about. But
Mhm.
Oh yes, because Kiso's gonna be larger than you, Matt.
no,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
as
I'm
in,
most
like,
worried about the
smaller
Kiso
than-
Forest because it might be close to me, guys. Ooh woo.
Anyway, Fort, what about you?
15.
15 feet. East?
165.
Yeah, that doesn't
okay,
surprise me.
you know,
And Matt,
I'll take a 3. 13.67.
they still managed to be smaller than the double ender. Again, these two are pretty
Somehow.
good competitors. So, Bender with the smallest and lightest, most nimble engine, shortest wheelbase, gets 5 points. Horizon gets 4 points, Matt gets 3 points, Fort gets 2 points, and East gets 1 point. And there we go, there's the end of round 2. Tally up your points, add up your points, and we'll see where we stand. At a glance, it seems like the Kiso Forest class is going to do very well, and Bender already did his math.
I have royally screwed up this.
The
this
B&A and the Reichsmobile had decent rounds, as did Horizon, and Matt unfortunately floundered and is probably not in the top spot anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I can. Yep, there's
Yeah,
2.
there's Matt's.
Third at least. No,
Let's see about
third
Horizon.
or fourth. Because the double ender did have the sag.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still in last, but
Congratulations,
not by
Bender.
as much.
No, and the field is actually very narrow. The Kiso Forest Class 11 is in the lead with 33 points.
Somehow.
There is a tie for second place between Sierra Railroad 18 and the Reichsmobile with 31 points apiece. The K6B is right behind them with 30 points, and the Double Ender is hanging out in last with 29 points. Only 4 points behind the leader, though. Again, this is a very narrow field. This is a very good game. Although there have definitely been a couple of people are probably going to get bad marks on their chess.com reports when they finish this game saying blunder here or there. Horizon, let's see what you have
Let's
that's
do
not a blunder.
factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion, going once.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, I had a feeling that East was saving it for
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Fort is now the only one with a veto left, so Horizon, show me what you got.
Oh boy, here we go.
That was vetoed factor of adhesion, correct?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
There are some places where you can definitely excel.
Yeah, I'm trying. Let's, hold up. Is this... I do have that. Yeah. Let's go for it. Overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase.
Hmm.
Going once,
Hmm.
going twice. Interesting call. Horizon?
45.12.
45.12. A little bit longer than your standard boxcar. That's how I always visualize these things. Bender?
9.58.
9.58. Fort?
42.66.
That was the one I was
Whoa.
that is the one I was interested in. Sneaking in right under Horizon. East?
What's the stat?
Overall
Overall.
wheelbase.
I'm gonna not have a good time. here.
60.34.
I'm not having a good time.
Rough start for Matt. What is it, Matt?
73.
73 feet. A little bit shorter than 2 boxcars. Bender, of course, is by far the smallest engine here. That is an easy 5 for Bender.
Starting off strong.
It's a sneaky 4 for Fort, a 3 for Horizon, a 2 for East, and a 1 for Matt.
It's kind of funny. I'm the second smallest here behind, like, something that you could fit in a van.
Yeah. This
Van.
They
off the
actually need to
wall.
be vigilant at the Kiso Forestry because these engines can just be kidnapped.
Keep a team of like 3 or 4 guys together, and you can
Oh,
lift the
no,
thing
I
up a
think
bit.
that's what happened to one of them. They just kind of put it in a shed, and that's how we have. I think it's 6. Might have been 7.
No, 6 was bought. The others were lost in scrap drives, though. Like, out of
Which one
the
was
10 were
the
built.
shed?
Wait, there were
What?
10 built?
Which one kind of? Well, there's the different classes.
Oh,
Which
okay.
was just found in a shed.
Oh, that was number 6, but yeah, she was bought.
Okay.
Anyway,
She was bought and shipped.
if we're talking about the Kiso, it's time for Bender to call his point.
Minimum rate of rail.
Nah,
That's one of the things I was waiting for. Going once.
only a matter of time.
Can I veto that?
Of course you can. You have a veto.
Yes, I want to veto.
Okay.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
And vetoes are off the board. Bender, whatever you call next is going through guaranteed. Keep that in mind.
Oh, no.
You forced me into a really hard position, you know?
I mean, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Pelican.
Well,
I'm going to use this veto to make your life easier. So, hey.
Sentences that have never been said.
Never will be.
well then, this is gonna get me killed, but evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. There were, I think, easier points on the board, but evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. Horizon, go ahead.
212.04.
That's a pretty good number.
Chunk.
Bender? 199 is still a decent number. Fort?
0.91.
211.57.
To 11.57.
Oh,
East?
Chunk.
Number.
That is
Ooh.
rough.
Ouch.
Wow.
I think we found his Achilles heel.
There we go.
Oh wait,
I
what?
guess-
I was about to say.
I said it
I
on
guess-
here.
I mean,
Yeah.
how's that even possible on a locomotive built in the 40s?
145.12.
Okay. Matt?
I guess you could say that was a big ouchie for him.
Oh, come on. Just give me
That
your
was,
number.
I tried too hard there, I know. I have 206.
206.
Yeah.
All good numbers, unfortunately not a great turnout for the Kiso. With Horizon
Does anybody-
taking the cake here, which is actually something I was thinking about for this engine. I figured you would have a good time with the stat. Horizon, with the best evaporative heating surface, divided by cylinder volume, 212, gets 5 points. Fort gets 4 points. Matt gets 3 points. Bender gets 2 points. East gets 1 point. And that will lead into Fort's third stat, once again with no vetoes on the board. Whatever it is, cannot be stopped.
Okay, so here's a question I was actually wondering. What exactly is Power L1 and Power MT?
They are
boy.
computations. They are a lot of math.
Hmm.
Too much.
Yeah.
When I was making my own stat sheet, I kind of gave up on them.
Yeah, when I was remaking Matt's stat sheet, I also gave up on them. So
No, it's like, what did they generally take into effect? Or never mind. Tell me after the Royale. We
Well-
don't have time for this.
okay, I
We
was
don't
gonna
have
say,
time for this.
Tyler, if you wanted to rattle off all the things that go into Power L1, but
We have all the time in the world, don't we?
Tyler is
Yeah.
Isn't
barely alive. So.
Power MT the one you want though?
Power MT
For
takes your power L1 and divides it by your axle loading or something.
Your
like that.
average axle loading.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So it helps smaller.
It helps smaller engines typically, but yeah, Power L1 takes a lot of things into consideration. You can read about it on the Steam Locomotive page, but I don't recommend trying to take a course in it right now.
Okay, yeah. So
Crash course.
so while you were saying, I have an idea. I am going to choose axle loading.
Axle loading is an interesting call for you,
Oh,
Horizon.
Whenever Ellis says an interesting call, you have to be like, oh crap.
East, you don't have a stat sheet on this, do you?
What?
All right,
I
Bender.
have axle loading.
He's dropping a bomb.
Horizon doesn't have it. Bender doesn't have it.
Neither do I.
Ford doesn't have it. Wait, what? Didn't you just call this?
Yeah, I did. I picked it because I thought it would be a guaranteed 5.
Why did you
No.
pick it if you don't have it?
You just. Oh no.
Oh no! Do I have to have the stat to call it? Okay.
I mean,
sorry.
no, you don't. I suppose you don't have to have the stat to call it, but there's no way you're not getting a 1.
1,009.
Yeah.
You handed him the win.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright.
my god. Fart!
Matt?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
please
looked at
tell
this
me you
and
have
it said axle loading was a lower axle loading was better, so I thought 0 would be. Never mind. Wait, never mind. I
Tell me
think
you
I
have
got
it.
You know,
Matt.
Yeah. 60,400.
no.
No.
That's still a 4.
It's still 4. Alright, well, here's what this looks like. East gets East gets a 5, Matt gets a 4, and everyone else gets a 1 because they don't have the stat.
Okay, I am so sorry. I just committed seppuku.
Hey, man.
You doomed us all.
It's not damaging me.
Really did.
Actually, he didn't do me. Or me.
I mean, at
Denise gets another
at
5.
the beginning of this, well, so much. Well, you know what? I'm just not even going to say all the ideas that just sprung to mind because of that incredible call. Don't worry for it. I'm sure the commenters will be very pleased with you.
When Hem watches, he's gonna be
comments are gonna happen.
Comments is gonna happen.
For
Actual loading will be
future,
done in
you
history.
can absolutely ask if not having it is a bonus, because in some cases it is, of course, but there's usually a reason why it is.
I'll remember that in the future. Oh.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. No.
Anyway, it's East's turn. East, you want to take pity on Fort and call a stat that'll give him a 5?
No, but I will say thank you for my 5.
He says as he's struggling.
You know, for a while there, I was really starting to think that that certain individuals were almost in league because people were getting points on other people's stats, and I was going to make a joke about that, but now I'm not sure who's in league with who. It just seems like
See, that's your first mistake. You think we know what we're doing, or
well,
me specifically.
for 2 rounds, you all seem to know what you were doing fairly well.
Throwing at walls and see what sticks.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pain.
You live and learn. There's going to be more seasons to go.
I'm tempted to do number in class, but I'm also tempted to try and do something to screw over Matt. But I don't think there's a stat to
No.
screw over Matt and help me. So number in class.
Number in class. That's another virtually a bomb for East. Horizon number in class.
Same as number built. 1.
Yep. Bender.
About 6,000. Nice job. Easy.
Going up the board, there's a 2.
Yeah. Fort.
5. There was only 5.
East.
Around 6,000.
Yeah.
Around. This.
5151 if my memory serves me right, but I accidentally closed out the page a minute and that's being funny.
Anyway,
6,115.
Matt.
12.
12. Okay, so East gets 5 points. Matt gets 4 points. Ford gets 3 points. Bender gets 2 points. Horizon gets 1 point.
I think we know who's winning. I think you guys didn't already know that.
Yeah,
No, really.
No. Really.
but we will
Oh,
We
he's
will-
really good.
we will see where this winds up at the end of Matt's stat here.
Yeah. Bigger water capacity is better, right?
Of course.
Always.
I figured as much. In that case, tender water capacity.
Underwater capacity. Horizon.
Hey, on musical tenders.
3K.
3,000. Bender.
Losing 0.
I literally was going to guess 300 as a joke. 300 for Bender. Fort,
5,000.
5,000. So, wow. East?
7920.
7920. And Matt,
Closer than I was expecting, but I've got 10-5.
10-5. I was going to guess 12,000 for Matt, but Matt still takes the cake. The most water here, 5 points. East gets 4. Fort gets 3. Horizon gets 2. And Bender gets 1.
Well, this past round did not go the way I was expecting.
No, everyone can tally up their points at the end of round 3.
You know, I'd actually
Unfortunately,
have to-
there was that catastrophe in the middle. Which
You
is,
can call me an idiot if you want.
Nah.
No,
I see it as karma.
I will. You're an idiot.
Okay, well, you're...
I see it as karma because I destroyed you with that bomb in the same Royale.
Nah.
They're all idiots.
Your fellow competitors may say something else, but I'm not gonna go that far exactly.
Can I go home now?
No,
No, we all get to suffer.
are you not
through
home?
this.
I don't feel home.
Tyler's just hanging out in the gutter recording Locomotive Royale.
Put on some music if it makes you feel better.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
Yay.
You think I'd survive about it?
No.
Tyler just hanging out on some rando park bench
Yeah.
recording Locomotive Royale.
Well,
Like
here
the
we are, and believe it or not, the field is still almost as narrow as it was. It's just sort of flipped in a very different direction. The Reichsmobile is in first place now with 48 points. The K6B is right behind it with 47 points. The 466 and the Kiso Forest 11 are in third place with 44 points apiece, and Sierra Railroad 18 is right behind them with 43 points. That's a total field of 5 points. But, guys, you might want to start thinking about who you really want to win this competition, especially with no more points on the board. Or no more vetoes on the board. That said, it is still very close. Playing the right cards here and having your opponents also play cards that benefit you, I think anyone could be in the lead here at the end of the stats.
Hint, it should be me.
Now, Horizon, this is your last chance to call a stat. So far, you've netted a 5, a 3, and a 3 on your own, which is decent. But let's see if you can cap it off with another 5. It might be a little difficult considering your locomotive, but there are things on this board that might help you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Let's see what I got.
Wow, this is going really quick.
I'll come back to we have people that know how to play the game.
I'd like
No.
to think I know somewhat how to play it. You know, my first stat call, after that, my brain's gone downhill.
I know how to play the game, I just choose not to know how to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
Please play the game right.
Felt that.
Let's go with... Let's go with tubes.
Tubes?
So,
Okay,
Tubes.
that's always an interesting call. It's a roll of the dice. I don't think it's your
Long
best
live-
possible stat call, but it's probably a half-decent one. Horizon, go ahead with the tubes. Number and diameter.
200 at 2 inches.
That is a notification tone I have not heard in a long time. Bender.
Yes, ESPN. The schedules
Like-
got leaked for the NFL.
This is probably as many as in your home boiler.
Yeah, there's more
Wow.
tubes to my water heater than that, but that's pretty good. 57 1.5
That's very-
inches.
That's getting a 5.
Yeah, Fort,
234 at 2 inches.
234 2 inches. Okay. You're on the
Hey,
board.
Matt.
East.
Hey, Matt.
yeah,
Hey, Matt.
what's up?
113.
Damn it.
My God, this meme needs to die.
113
TNJ
2.126 inches.
113 best friend 13.
This meme can't die because it's the whole reason we have this show.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't know if I ever told you guys, but about a year ago, I bought a package of model trains from East, and inside the shell of a Superliner car was a sticky note that said FEC 113 Best 113.
That's
Yeah.
It
hilarious.
really isn't, though.
Even though we know
Thank you.
Reading 113 is begrudgingly the best.
It is the best, and we all know it.
It is not the best.
I don't know
Would
about
you like
that.
a rematch, my friend?
Anyway, Matt,
Okay, like adjust the power stats for the Wooten having Garbo Core.
Bad number and diameter.
Oh, 190 and 2.25.
192.25.
I would get someone with the metric.
Ouch.
Cookie 113 moment.
Sneaks it in with the metric, getting himself a 2, but let's go from the top of the board, starting with the Kiso Forestry class, because he has the smallest tubes, so he gets 5 points. The next smallest tubes are the 2-inch tubes. Horizon gets 4 points, and, Horizon gets 3 points, where Fort gets 4, because Fort has more of them. Then, East gets 2 points, and Matt gets 1 point.
Ah, okay.
An unfortunate beginning to rounds that tend to build for Matt, looking at the last two. That said, it's now Bender's turn to call a stat. Bender has gotten a 5, a 5, and a 2 on his own stats so far.
There are some things I'm really not going to call, even though it net me a 2.
There are some
Yeah,
things.
getting a 2 would not want to be something you'd call.
Yeah,
No, because it gives you all, let's see,
better points.
5, 4, and 3.
There is at least one thing still on this board I think you could do very well in. Possibly 2 things, but I'm not sure about the second.
Red Kempner points don't count.
Maybe 3. Maybe 3 things that I might venture to call as
Wait,
Kiso.
engine wheelbase was never called?
No?
No.
Oh, well, I'll take that then, thank you.
Yeah. Although, I think there is a mistake down here. Didn't combined heating surface get called, not evaporative?
Yeah, it was combined.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Already. I was gonna
Nah,
say.
I got it. I already...
Okay.
I'm on it. I'm on the case. Alright, Horizon. What's your engine wheelbase?
It is 19.67.
19.67. I thought this would be a good one for you, too. It was popping around in my head. Obviously, it's not going to get you a 5, because what is yours, Bender?
9.58.
9.58. And we've seen that number before, and that's your obvious 5. Fort, what about you?
Same as same as my overall wheelbase. Overall at net length, 42.66.
42.66. That's probably going to net you a 3, I would assume. But,
Long boy.
yeah, this is
Long.
engine, right? So, East, what about you?
30.18.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Engine wheelbase.
Bugger.
Matt?
36.5.
36.5. Alright,
Oh, yeah,
so
that gets you a 3. Don't worry for it.
I'll just give myself the 1.
there go my hopes of that. I actually kind of forgot which one we were doing. But Bender nevertheless gets a 5 on his own stat. Congratulations. Horizon gets a 4. East gets 3. Matt gets 2. Fort gets a 1.
What to call that will not kill me?
Matt, fill your point in. Well,
I mean, you have a okay shot at power MT. A lot of the power stats, considering you're like a Hudson on smaller drivers, but
yeah.
East is also the
Talk.
Reichmobile.
Yeah, so
I'll concur with your comrade's assessment. I think that's a half decent one to call. Or
Yeah.
some of that stuff is good to call.
You can definitely get away with that.
yeah, so I'm flip flopping between what was it? You said power MT?
Power MT
Yeah,
is
MT
better
would be
for
probably-
tank engines and
yeah.
stuff.
It's better for
You know
smaller
what?
engines.
Smaller engines in general.
But in general, I mean, there are some other things on this board that you might excel in just knowing your engine.
What?
But they are all similar. They are all somewhat related to that.
Yeah. I need to look at what hasn't been called. Don't have a booster.
That'd be kind of funny.
You know, to everyone, just nothing.
I mean, that would be a
Um,
nuke. Nobody here has a booster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, wait. So how does is flues basically the same as tubes?
Yeah, it works the same as tubes. Flues only exist if you have a superheater.
Do I?
Well, if you have a number for flues, then you do have a superheater. And if you have a superheating
Yeah.
service, then you have a superheater.
Yeah, of course, right. You know what? I'm going. I don't want the Reichsmobile or the torpedo to win, so I'm going to do Power MT. Let's see how that works.
Okay, that's a roll of the dice, but it might go in your favor. It might help some of the other engines more, but we'll see. Horizon Power MT.
330.44.
330.44. Bender.
613.36.
13, little engine, big power. Fort.
Oh, okay. Well, 693.98.
It's 93.98. Okay, let's see about the Reichsmobile.
Wait, so the bigger number's better, right?
Bigger number is better.
And it's Power MT, right?
Power MT.
Yes.
Yes.
955.41.
No. No.
Come on.
Matt, can you pull it back?
851.07.
Fuck.
No. That is
I
a
Matt,
mean-
you also have to put in your 2 from last round.
that is a 5 for East, a 4 for Matt, a 3 for Fort, a 2 for Bender, and a 1 for Horizon. That's unfortunate.
If you hear in the background a gunshot, that's me. Bang.
I should have gone with high pressure cylinders.
High pressure cylinders would have been I don't think high pressure cylinders would have been a bad call, although Easts also
Matt.
are quite large.
Well, yeah, but then I would have at least gotten a 4 or something, probably.
True. You walk out with a 3, it's not the worst you've done.
Yeah.
Anyway, East.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
What about you?
I'm trying to remember if I remember this right or not.
He's trying to remember his stats from his previous Royales.
Yeah. He's trying to remember Sierra.
Trying to
Railroad
remember
stuff, I
East.
guess.
I bet you
Sierra Road.
trying to remember East. I bet you have YouTube open.
You know,
No.
we're just gonna
I'm trying to
buy.
decide between boiler pressure or high pressure cylinders.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to remember, because of course the
It's an interesting call.
I didn't hear what did he say? I didn't hear him.
He hasn't called anything yet. He's debating between a couple of points. Which,
yeah,
Oh,
is there a pic of Matt's high pressure cylinder somewhere unstreamlined or something? Or
I don't think so. But you know, he's got shrouding. He's got shrouding. That kind of tells you something.
yeah, it can't be that big if there's shouting.
Size
Right,
doesn't
that's
matter.
what Tyler-
Wait a minute.
That's how it works, Tyler.
In theory, yes.
I mean, if you want to do high pressure cylinders, I think I can recall the exact
see
size.
what people
but,
are
you know.
thinking.
You can always say his size, you know.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Just don't.
What high pressure cylinders?
I think I'm gonna go with high pressure cylinders with boiler diameter because I don't trust either of the American things.
Trust.
Okay.
Boiler pressure, but I'm also considering year because I don't know when Matt was built.
Year is an interesting call.
Yeah.
I know Kiso's old, I know 19's old, and I know the Hudson thing is from the 30s if I'm not mistaken. Maybe earlier. Just don't know when Matt was built.
And you're not going to, because that would ruin the game.
I mean, he may know
Okay,
it if
well-
he calls it.
Yeah.
Just pick a stat.
Just pick a stat,
You
yeah.
know what? I think I am gonna go with the year.
Okay, year built.
Oh, we're all dead.
Oh.
Anyway, well, starting with Horizon.
1906 vintage.
At least it starts with a 19. Bender,
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
it's old.
1923.
1923.
How is it? Okay, that's a lot newer than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Fort,
1928.
1928.
Ah, crap.
1942.
1942, the war engine. And finally, Matt,
King War Bill.
1924.
1924.
I
Yeah,
do nothing but
Okay,
hate.
so Matt was as old as I thought he was.
Matt
One thing
is
we
not a
don't
particularly
like-
new steamliner. East gets 5 points for the newest engine around. Fort gets 4. Matt gets 3. Bender gets 2. Horizon gets 1. And that leads us to our very last stat of the game. Matt, what are you going to call?
I am not sure.
Okay, Matt has two options.
Call HPC, do it.
You should definitely call out Smellier's Way computation and play the recorder.
Yeah.
No.
Any other time, I'd be down for the meme. This time, I don't
Actually,
know.
no, yeah, let's do it.
No.
There are
What
other
are you
engines
built
here that
for?
would
No.
benefit from that, but with the way the competition is
built
looking
for?
right now, Matt needs to cover his own behind.
Actually,
Wait, aren't you were Pacific?
What are
aren't
you built for?
yo,
Yeah.
we haven't done driver diameter yet.
That's correct. You haven't done driver diameter.
Ooh,
Oh
we
my
are
god,
doing
Matt.
driver
I'm so-
diameter.
I'm okay. I'm not happy that you finally realized. My god, you finally realized it.
Anyway, Horizon, what's your driver diameter?
Light is
I
the
feel-
answer to life and everything.
42.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love how we all know that.
Bender, what about you?
28.
28.
Rookie number.
Small boy.
Yeah. So
Fort,
what's the question? Nobody knows the question.
63.
63.
Rookie number.
Okay, that's what I was afraid
And the
of.
German.
55.10.
Rookie
5.10.
numbers. Pleb.
And Matt,
Now, what
77.
number does... Yeah, okay.
77.
What number does the express engine have?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Matt gets 5 points with the biggest drivers around.
I wonder why.
Fort gets 4, East gets 3, Horizon gets 2, Bender gets 1, and we'll see what everything looks like going into the host's choice.
5 plus 4 plus 3 plus
And
2
Tyler,
plus
you
1.
and I can think about what we want to happen here.
Factor of diffusion.
Tyler, no, please.
Yes.
You should do a meme stat like Alice Miller's Way computation.
No. East.
Says the
You're
Decapod.
dying today.
Please, no, Tyler. Embrace your inner German, Tyler.
Not
Or
yet.
don't.
F away, F away, F away.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey Matt, do you think you can save this with style points?
What?
Let's see where we are.
Keys, put in your
Tyler,
total.
please no.
East.
East, your total.
66.
Sorry, I thought I hit enter.
Matt is 4 behind the Reichsmobile, and that might be a death sentence. But what can we come up with? I mean, Tyler, do you
Oh.
remember this thing's being particularly good?
Well, let's see here. The Germans are just... There's a reason why East was hiding his veto for that.
Yep.
Tyler, please no.
Tyler,
So-
please, yes.
Tyler, please no.
I wanna go for...
You
Definitely.
sure you want to go for that? Okay.
You wanna go for booster, right?
Nobody
no.
has boosters.
Give everyone a
Buffoon.
How about no?
How about don't do that?
Local
How about
Mix ID,
no?
come on, it's the perfect one.
Exactly.
let's not.
Wait, hold up. You know what you should call? Wait, but let me see this power computation.
Actually,
Wait a minute.
two things. I was thinking about the power computations and boiler pressure, but the other thing that crossed my mind was, Locobase ID, which Matt himself tried to call, but I know East is not last in.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
what about... Oh, let's see here.
If we wanted
Yeah,
to balance the scales here, if we wanted to put them on
What
even
about-
footing,
What about Great Area?
Locobase ID would
great
be
area. Well, no, that would not give East a 1.
You mean green?
That would not
area.
give East a 1, but what can we... Well, okay, I actually...
It would give
Yeah,
East
I
a
think
3, probably, at worst.
You know, it'd be cool. Roco base ID.
No, that would not be cool. But you know
Big
what would be
one.
cool? Factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion's great.
Roco base ID would
I
be
think
cool.
I think the people are
Local base
saying
ID is good. Local base ID is a great stat.
Yeah. Excellent stat. Just
Yeah, local base ID is the best stat you can ask.
no.
Roco base ID is pretty cool.
Yeah, 18, the BNA thing, I don't remember which, but they would definitely agree with you.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of banana bread.
Nice.
Okay, Ham.
Nice.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Tyler, I think we should just go with Factor of Adhesion.
No!
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
Right.
Let's put the steel on the steel. Horizon,
We
what
really
is your
have to
Factor
do-
of Adhesion?
We should not do that.
This is why I wanted it called
We should not.
4.01.
Solid. Bender,
3.93?
3.93. That's also really good. Fort,
I can tell you.
Is not good.
Oh, did you call me?
Fort, yeah.
This is a bad.
4.32.
Matt, I can tell you, you are not
A
worse
little
than me.
rough.
I'm
but not
I know,
terrible.
but it's better.
East,
3.22.
ouch.
Ooh,
Big slippy hours. Matt,
4.36.
yeah, not so bad slippy hours, but that still gives Matt a 2, I think. I mean, it's easy
Yeah, that
enough.
gives him a 2.
Horizon absolutely gets a 5. Horizon's walking out of this with a 5. Next up is Bender,
baby.
who gets a 4. Then,
Put him ahead of me. Dang it. Oh.
No, put it in your bonus. Don't mix it in with
Yeah.
your total score.
yeah, put it in your bonus. Fort gets a 3. Matt gets a 2. East gets a 1. Not quite the disparity that I think we might have been hoping for, but that is the way it is. Yeah, so please put this in your bonus and do not add it to your total yet.
I jumped in.
Okay, wait. You got a 3, East got a 1.
Wait a second, I think I put 3 in the wrong one.
Yeah, you
you
did.
did, but I'll take it.
No.
No, you
No,
aren't.
no, you won't. No.
Okay,
I-
so
I will
here's-
disqualify you.
This is where the pain begins. We have two locomotives with spark arresters. That is Sierra 18 and Kiso Forest Class 11.
If you want me to find one, there were 6,000 built. I can probably find one.
I'm sure you can find
No,
one.
we're not counting it.
Uh,
I mean,
Streamline point.
if you can find one, I'd like to see it.
Streamline point.
Yeah, Matt gets
Yeah.
a point for streamlining, but
I have street.
yeah, the Reichsmobile also gets a point for streamlining.
Of course it does.
Uh,
Because why wouldn't it?
You guys also both get a point for your quote-unquote smoke deflectors.
Yeah,
Which
I mean,
he has more legitimate smoke deflectors than you, but we established that the grates up top count as smoke deflectors in the last Royale. So, you know,
how about paint?
no, you guys are definitely going to end up on the same footing with that.
I have the just
Having a physical model and a simulator model.
Okay, yeah, go with that. So, physical model get a point, simulator model get a point.
This thing doesn't have a trim model, does it?
Pick door, whatever it's called, the smoke box.
What? Wait,
Paint has a
who's...
trains model.
The B&A doesn't have anything. It's a shame.
Yeah,
Kiso
the
has
BNA's
trains.
got a Lionel model.
Physical.
Oh, you know what else the
Here's 2
Kiso
points
has?
for me.
The Kiso and the B&A thing both have all-weather cabs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so do I.
Egg.
I think
Do
I
you?
do too. Maybe.
I do.
I mean, I feel like we brought it up before, but I just,
Can I also bring up the 2 points I get for my Penda cabs?
yeah, your doghouse and your controls. Although,
And you can immediately take those away for having
No.
not knuckle couplers.
hold on.
Not.
Because there's nobody else with a doghouse here. Yeah, whatever. Just take them. But no, I do want to get to what Tyler was about to say, which is everyone but East and the Kiso get a point for knuckle couplers. but East does get a point for buffers.
I don't even think that should be a point at this point.
Can I-
Because,
Can I
like-
get something for here?
Head and throttle.
Head and throttle is a point.
the thing with
have-
buffers is,
I
though,
have
it
no
is
idea
the
if I have a
safety
head
hazard in
throttle or
that.
not.
What that?
Can I speak?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, whatever.
Okay, so the thing with buffers is it is kind of a safety hazard when you're coupling and uncoupling, because you can get trapped.
Yeah.
And you don't need them for knuckles. So I don't think we should count it as a point, and I don't think we have in the past.
We have in the
Except for
past.
cases when we had things where they had Lincoln
Tyler,
pins,
you're
but
thinking
not.
because in Former Royale we don't count it because of what you brought up before, but if Ella says they have in Local Royales, then like,
Well, see, the thing is, we do have something with Lincoln Pin.
Which one?
The Kiso.
so
So,
Oh, Kiso. Oh,
Yeah. That's
okay.
that's
Well then,
that's the reason
can we
why.
make it into a half a point since we've been actually doing that recently?
Yeah, fair enough. Half a point for the buffers.
Also, East, take a point off for your frames.
Well, don't take a point off. Also, does the Kiso have a plate frame?
No, Kiso doesn't have a plate frame, it's a Baldwin.
And of course, the other thing doesn't have a Baldwin.
so we all
So
get points for that?
yeah, you get points for not having plate frames, for having cast frames.
Then-
can I have my point for the?
I don't know if I have plate
Small
frames
box
or not.
store?
You don't.
No, you...
You have a cast frame.
Okay.
East, what were
Okay.
you
Well,
saying?
I didn't know that. So.
The twisty system for the smoke box store.
In your photo, you don't. You don't have that. East.
Okay, check this photo.
Some of yours
You
had it.
still don't have it.
Wait, what?
Look.
Oh yeah, no,
You
that
still
still
have-
does have dogs. What the heck? Why does it have the crank if it also has dogs?
Because Germany.
That's funny. That's stupid. That's
I have
funny.
2 points. I was in 3 movies and 100% survival.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Both of the Kiso Forest things should also survive, right?
yeah.
Yes,
So
they both do
yeah.
survive.
you get a point for your
And
100%
they both-
survival.
You also, for Kiso, you've operated in different continents.
So have
Yeah.
I.
That's true.
And evidently it's also run in preservation.
Yes.
I have as well.
As has the other guy.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the rest of them.
I
Never mind.
How about
I also have the most
Modular
survivors.
Yep, you do have the most survivors.
I am also still currently in active mainline service.
Yep.
Because of course he is. Why wouldn't he?
Well, actually, there was this one. Did you? I'm just going to say this. Did you know that, like in what was it, Eastern Germany, they actually had like an active steam fleet up into the 80s just in case of nuclear war.
Yep.
Yep.
A lot of countries
That's the
have that
reserve
over
fleet.
there.
I wrote a short story about that.
That's how I got these things into the Underwires Royale.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like to give these points out though, although I don't see them on Sierra 18. The Americans have markers.
Also Kiso.
Sierra. The Kiso has markers. Where?
Look at the photo of it at California State.
Oh.
Huh.
Now I realize I've seen this.
You cannot go back.
I didn't know. I didn't realize that I had seen this guy in person.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah,
that's
everyone
funny because
except for
all-
East has marker lights, and Matt has streamlined marker lights with light up number boards. So that's a second point.
Can I get a point for the condensing
No.
tender?
You can't.
No.
You get a half a point for it.
Then can I get my point for train line steam?
Yeah, you get that. The B&A thing gets that. The Lehigh Valley thing gets that. I think that's it. The other two probably don't have train line steam.
Can I get a point for the curved windows again because they're cool?
Yes.
No. What did I pair it with last time?
Oh.
I don't know.
If you can
Yeah, just
remember
give
what
him
that
half a
was,
point.
then yes, you can have it. But I don't remember what the like other half a point was. That I
Who has backing lights here?
Cow catchers.
oh hold on, backing
Okay.
lights. Backing lights. The
Backing
B&A
light.
thing definitely
I've
has a
got
backing
one.
light. Does the Kiso boy have a backing light?
It does.
So I think it
It
does.
does.
Yeah, it looks
Give
like
me
it
a
does.
Yeah.
stick and a
It
torch and we'll
has a
can.
giant lamp on the back.
Lamp.
Give me a stick
Yep.
and some gasoline, and we can make it have a light on the back.
Okay, so that's not helpful.
Yeah, I've got a backing light also.
Yeah, okay. I would figure in an engine like that.
Actually, wait a second. Looking at my picture of my engine, is that a radio antenna on the roof of the cab?
I think that's sticking up from a water column behind it.
You know,
Yeah,
that
it's a water column.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say, the heck?
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at other
Yeah, that's
pictures and it doesn't have it. It's a tower. Okay.
The B&A's train phones that we didn't know about.
Well,
Seriously, I
that's
don't
why
think
that's why I was so
Okay.
confused.
Yeah, it looks like a pantograph antenna for a bit.
yeah.
I was like, wait, what? How did I miss
East.
What?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get pensied?
Oh, no.
What?
Who has power reverse?
it?
Oh, I was about to ask
Ah.
about that. I think it's
I believe I do.
just the B&A and the Lehigh Valley thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellis, I remember what the thing was that I paired it with.
What?
I think it was the curved windows plus the little bit of skirting on the underside of the cab there that I could be
No,
wrong.
no, it was not that. It was not that.
Okay.
It was something having to do with its construction. I don't remember exactly.
Multiple builders.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh,
Wait.
I know. The last one was the one. One of the K6B class was the last one built by the Lehigh Valley Stair Shops.
That's what it was. Yeah, you can have your point.
Yep. Yes.
Also, Matt gets a point for folding coupler.
I was thinking about that. I forgot about that. That crossed into mind earlier. Does the B&A thing? No, its coupler doesn't fold, but it looks like it.
No,
might
it
be able
doesn't.
to.
It looks like it's just solid.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been surprised if it did. Oh yeah, we do want to do the cowcatcher point, which the B&A thing, the 18, and I suppose the Lehigh Valley thing counts as having a cowcatcher. I
Do
will.
I get half
I'll
a
take
point
Vito.
for some of mine having it?
Yeah, you
No.
can have a.
No.
I was going to give you a half a point anyway because even in the picture that we have, you have like the little flangers.
No plow.
Yeah, the little half plows. Which I was
are
like,
we
yeah,
going to do
that's
a-
close enough. Oh well, you actually no, you can take a full point too because you have a plow in some cases.
I have a question.
That's good enough.
But I don't think that should be a full point.
Is
For-
is that a
because
knuckle
it-
coupler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You
knuckle.
got the knuckle couple point last time too, or it was a half a point or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, let's have a point for that.
okay.
Kiso should get a full point for the plow thing. But with the thing with East is, yes, some of his had a plow, but that's an attachment that isn't integrally built in.
That's
It is
also a good
instead a
point.
snow
So
fighting piece.
that's also a good point. It should be a half a point. Why is this one so long?
That's the condensing tender I was talking about.
Why does it look like it's sticking way
Also
more? Oh,
probably-
because the door's open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would do
No,
it.
This is the one that was spoiled of war to America.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you can have your spoils of war point. That ridiculousness.
And Tyler.
No,
was-
no, no. You gave him a point for operating in multiple countries, which
Well,
we.
But no, this thing actually operated in multiple countries under multiple governments.
Yeah, it doesn't still
Russia,
operate in
Bulgaria,
Germany now.
America.
Yeah,
Soviet Union,
his
Ukraine,
operated
Poland.
in Yugoslavia and
Yeah.
all that places.
What's
Did
that
we
on the
get-
side of my engine though? That big box.
Didn't it get here because it was like in what the heck is that? Is that a
What?
feed
What's
water
that
heater
box?
or what?
That's part of the condensing gear.
Oh, okay, it's condensing gear.
Yes, this is the condensing
Hey,
one.
I guess
As
I'm
said
right.
before.
Yes.
Point for having the chemical symbol for gold on the front of the locomotive.
I
Wait,
thought
what?
that's what that
No.
was. I couldn't figure
Sure.
out what that was.
Take it.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Are we going to do paint at all?
I mean, I feel like streamlining trumps paint.
Yeah. But even then, all of my things have special paints. The
Yeah,
streamlined
you-
one's yellow. The most of them were half red. Then
Mine
gray
is
walls
cool
ones-
though. Yours is
Why
weird.
is this
Mine's
thing
cool.
the Nazi gold train now? Why?
No, it's the one they buried in Poland.
Why is this thing in
Because
every
it always
History Channel
is,
special that
Ellis.
comes on at 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
Even though
No,
even though it
the
isn't-
History
at
Channel.
9 p.m. now.
No, nowadays the History Channel does nothing but ancient aliens.
Hey, Lamau.
Okay,
It's
so can I take a point
My grandpa believes that stuff.
for having a considerably stupid low number of parts because it's a war engine and they need it to be easy to fix at any moment notice?
No, because
Odds
you say
are
super
keep
low number of
going
parts,
down.
I can already tell you have about the same amount of parts as most anything else.
Yeah, I don't know how you make a steam locomotive less complicated
Yeah,
than a
but,
steam
like-
locomotive.
You can't make a steam locomotive less complicated if it has the same
So-
valve
so,
gear. 'Cause that's gonna have the
you
same
said
amount of
you don't
components.
get the point for the condensing tender.
I
The
said,
condensing tender had big fans to cool the steam. It could go an extra 1,000 kilometers without refilling on water.
I said you could have a
Again,
half
that was
a
a
point for
that was a
that.
one-off.
I mean,
This
it is
is
kind
a-
of neat. I'll give you half a point for it.
Well,
But
the thing
it's
is, that was
also
a different class.
definitely not.
It's not. It's literally
Power-
on 52.
Oh, I'm forgetting. What's the actual name for the power bell?
An auto ringer.
Auto ringer. That's it.
Wait a minute.
May I get a point?
Yeah,
Wait, do I have an auto ringer? Yeah,
I was about
do.
to ask who has a bell.
Eh,
Yeah, I'll concede.
Everybody except East. More or less.
Does the Kiso
can
have
I
a
get-
bell?
Yeah,
Where?
it's in
He
the
said that.
it's in the photo.
Yeah.
Am I
Well,
blind?
it's hard to see. It's behind the dynamo. Well, it should be. Hold on.
I don't. Where?
Where'd it go?
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
disappeared.
It's really small.
It's
It's
hiding.
a half scale one.
I
It's a half scale.
I just-
Beautiful. I love it.
I love this. I love the Kiso Forest Railway locomotive in front of 4449, labeled Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania.
Ah,
It's like,
good old Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania
Yeah.
having all the photos.
good job, archives. Okay, yeah, so everyone that has a
Yeah.
bell take a point, and then everyone that has an air ringer take a point. Take an additional point, I guess, because that's...
Wait,
Why
what?
does East have so many points? No, kill him. Kill the German. Kill the Nazi. Okay, this is a weird one. It might just count as streamlining,
Okay.
but you see those little step-looking things up there
Yeah?
on the, and you see not only how they, I think, operate and function as steps, but also line up with the streamlining and the paint job.
Congrats, you have stairs.
I know, I will grant
Is that-
you that is really cool, but continue.
Is that something like how it kind of lines up there with the paint, plus
No.
how it looks?
But it's
Okay,
very
I
cool
didn't think
looking.
so.
I appreciate
I
it.
didn't think so, but I was wondering.
I mean, I don't know what else to call it at this point. I feel like that's
But we have
about
to
it.
kill the German.
I don't think that's going
I
to
want
happen.
to kill the German.
We need to kill the German.
Okay, so how about for me a long continuous handrail along the entire boiler?
Like you're supposed to have.
Neat, but
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
What is
Congrats,
this?
you have handrails.
What is
Because
this
I can
rod?
get 10 points theoretically.
Does the Kiso have like flanging gear or something?
Let me check.
What is the rod that's coming down the side of the engine?
Which photo?
Actually,
The
did we do,
first
did
one,
we
the one
do
with Kiso 1 in it.
Outdoors.
The one with Kiso one. Let me check.
This guy.
The rod going down, that is for the cylinder cocks.
Okay.
Did we do cab door points, like the front of the cab
Oh
doors?
yeah.
No,
Do you
didn't.
have them?
Yeah.
Does
I
anyone?
think I do, but I am not.
I
Actually,
mean,
I don't think I did. Next
Sierra
time.
has them. I don't think anybody else does.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure it got called.
I mean, you could climb through the windows in the
More
Kiso
points.
thing.
Everything's
Maybe.
a door if you're.
Because I've lost.
We've all lost. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Anything's a door if you're brave enough.
Listen, you guys will just have to have a D-Day in the Royale of Royales and take information.
Yeah.
from
Did we give a point last time for the whole entire Black Diamond thing?
What do you mean?
Did we? I don't think so.
The name?
Oh, the name? No, you did last time for the name.
Okay.
because it's painted on the side.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did give that. Oh, I remember that whole fiasco. Yeah, you can have a point for that.
Okay, so do I get a point for being part of an armored train? Like the
No.
thing stacked down
I mean,
inside?
we have
But he
actually.
had a work
No, we
point.
absolutely gave him points last time for literally having armor.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like that's.
Well, okay,
He literally killed Hitler.
okay.
That's
I have
good. Yeah, I mean,
streamlining.
it's
think
literally
that counts as
Hitler,
armor.
but
Oh, it's called literally Hitler. Trolling a world leader. Thank you for reminding me, Tyler.
yeah.
But we don't grant that point because it's literally Hitler.
Alright,
So are we
trolling a
just
leader
about
is...
done here? I have other things to do.
We're getting there.
All right, yeah, we're
I don't know
we're
how
about
much.
done. I'm sorry
We're
for
getting
keeping
there.
you.
Ah,
Oh, it's fine.
We'll
Just
call
fine.
it then. Everyone gets
no,
to
never mind.
die.
No,
The
end the
Germans are
German. Make the
here.
German feel. No.
You know, if only you guys
Germans
had.
already won.
If only you guys had
5,000 points.
started that campaign like 2 rounds ago, if the kill the Germans, which is not a great thing to say, but if the kill the Nazi campaign
This
had
is-
been as successful as the kill the goose campaign last episode, maybe you guys could have made it out of here without the Reichsmobile making it to the Royale of Royales of Royales.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Hitler
Negative
bad,
all the
Nazis
points.
bad,
Nazis.
but the DRB-52 wins.
No.
according to alamany.com/stock photo, this is a 52. It could be wrong, but
Dude,
Oh my
give it a
God.
rest. You already have all the points.
It looks a bit. I don't know.
I'm pretty
That
sure.
looks wrong.
I'm pretty sure this is my kitchen cabinet.
Are you sure yeah.
I don't know,
it
man. It
could
looks like a,
technically be any engine.
man. I don't know. It looks like an oven door. Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tell by looking
no.
at
I
it.
think
Okay,
like,
yeah.
I think it's too.
If you want to be another engine,
Tally your points into
I'll
your
go up
total.
with that.
Yeah.
Tally your bonus
That's
points into your
awful.
total, and we'll.
I
It
don't,
looks like an
I
oven
don't
Call
know
it.
that I
door.
lost. I got nice points.
Nice.
Nice. 62
Nice.
plus 19. Okay.
By the way, Tyler,
81.
if I can grab you afterward, the one situation that we were particularly worried about when we were discussing the style point rework, I don't know why, but it never occurred to me that actually isn't a concern and can't happen. So,
Hmm,
so
We'll
If
see.
it's in a concern, it can happen. What was it?
it is someone sandbagging and then dropping a bunch of style points right when the round is supposed to end. But we will suffer with the current style point situation all the way to the next, all the way through the next season. But season 6, which is the losers bracket, will be bringing back the worst engines from all 5 seasons of Local Royale. We will be
Dude, I'm
experimenting
in
with
there,
a
like,
new kind of
wow.
style point system. Just you wait. Anyway, these are the standings. The DRB 52 wins with 88.5 points. East LCU in the Royale of Royales of Royales. Behind it is the K6B, earning a venerable 81 points. Matt comes in second. Good job, Matt. The 466 with 75 points is in third. Good job, Fort.
At least I get a medal.
Yeah. The Kiso Forestry 042 with 73.5 points. Bender, congratulations. And Horizon, Sierra Railroad 18. What can I say except nice? We'll see you
Nice.
all next season. Let me drop this bomb on you. Next season,
Uh-oh.
though it may be a bit centralized, we will be splitting the U.S. into 5 distinct regions. And all the Royales...
Second.
Hmm?
Hey, Tyler, this
Yeah.
seems familiar.
Stop
right?
me if you've heard this one before.
Seen this one before.
Yeah.
But don't-
Hey, wait, aren't we the ones supposed to be stealing ideas? Oh wait, are we the good guys?
First of all-
Oh, you're not the good guy.
No, you aren't. Second of all, I didn't steal this idea. It was a suggestion for this season, and I went, we can do more with this.
Hey, Alice, if you I can slide a map, which could be useful. That has never been used before in any Royale.
I would rather have the one that you did actually use. So send me that
Yeah,
one.
I can do that.
But we will be breaking down the U.S. into 5 distinct regions, and every Royale will feature one locomotive from each of these 5 regions of a different type or class or whatever criteria that we so desire. Let's keep it simple, guys. But the voting for that will open up sooner or later. I think I'm going to put out a poll that asks, hey, do we want to jump right into Season 5? Or do we want to do more screenshot competitions in between? Coming to a Polls and Votes chat near you. If you want to be a part of any of this stuff, you can join our Discord down in the document below, where you can also see the results of this Royale, the results of all previous Royales, and then you can see just for yourself who we'll be seeing in the Royale of Royales of Royales, and of course, in the Losers Bracket in Season 6. Thank you all. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Tyler, for coming along. I know you're fried, but I appreciate your assistance.
Yeah.
Thank you to our wonderful competitors, and also East.
Yep. Kill the Germans.
And don't say kill the Germans, okay? Maybe that's a little bit too broad.
Yeah, specifically the Nazis.
Yeah,
okay?
there are plenty of Germans that are
feel an amount of
around
pain.
that are not. They're not Nazis.
There's a few good Germans out there. Nazis, though, not kill them all.
Make the Germans feel some amount of pain.
No,
Anyhow, we're going
just
off the air
Nazis.
on YouTube
Man,
because
that's
you
like
know.
really kinky, I hope you know.
Pain.
Nazis,
Pain.
not
Pain.
Germans.
So we didn't
Pain.
get any recorders today. Here, let's end the video.
Yeah, I'll end the video.
Pain. 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 Pain.
Yeah, well, that was
Where's the
fun.
button end the video? I found the button end the video.
See ya, everybody.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Don't take
Bye.
any more
I'm not
nickels.
sorry, Ham.